I've had just about enough of this quarantine stuff, and the snow is melting a lot, and I'm tired of being stuck in the house. I think it's ridiculous. So we are headed to Lowe's right now so we can get, I decided to build the raised beds in my greenhouse. So we're headed to Lowe's to get untreated cedar boards so we can build the beds, and we're also going to cover the rest of the space on the ground with pea gravel, so that way we can start planting in there, and that everything's not so dusty and a little bit more organized. So we got to Lowe's, and there's like a lot of people here. There was a lot more than I thought there would be. I don't see a lot of masks. I see one guy walking in with a mask on. We decided that since there's no law against taking our kids in, then we're going to take them in the store. And we're just going to use our thieves spray to wipe the lumber cart off real good and make Silas stay on the cart. And then we'll use our hand sanitizer as soon as we leave the store. And I think we should be good. So yeah, so we're just going to go in and get the lumber and the pea gravel and stuff that we need. Okay, so I wanted untreated lumber, and we were gonna, why do you want that one? That one's really bowed. Look at the other side.
The bowing is okay.
Okay. But the untreated, we used untreated wood in North Carolina to make our raised bed, but we used cedar, but we got here and we decided the cedar was more expensive than what we wanted to pay, and with the size of the project that we're doing. So we're getting, what is this stuff?
It's just white wood.
White lumber is untreated, but Josh thinks that it'll be okay. So we're just going to get everything from this section that we need instead of getting the cedar. The reason I wanted cedar is because it's a really good, it lasts longer. That type of wood lasts longer. When you don't have something that's treated, you're going to see a lot of rot a lot sooner than treated lumber, but also cedar naturally repels pests. But given our budget and our situation, and the fact that they don't have the length boards that we wanted, we're just gonna go with this type of lumber. Okay, we're waiting to get paint. We randomly remembered what color the paint is in our house. So while we're waiting, we're going to also get, or while we're here getting lumber, we're also gonna get the rest of the paint we need to finish painting the entryway and the hallway in our house. But I wanted to show you, like, it's so crazy. Like, they have a plexiglass screen, window now where between you and the paint people. So I want to show you. Hold on. Also, there's stuff on the floor to show you where, to stand when you're in line, to make sure that you're 6 feet away from the person in front of you in line. But I'm not really sure. There aren't any for paint, so I'm just hoping we're standing in the right place. Since we were already in Fairbanks, we figured we'd stop by Northland Lumber and go ahead and get some more bedding for the chicks. You can come here to Northland Lumber and fill up your own bags. I use normally 55-gallon trash bags. You can fill them up and put them in the back of your truck, and they charge you $2 a bag for bedding for your chickens. My chicken coop, it takes about 8 bags of 55-gallon bags to fill up and put a good layer of sawdust or pine shavings on the floor. It takes about 8 bags, and at $2 a bag, that's $16 for bedding for my entire coop. got wood, and we are going to be building some raised beds in here so that I can get started on growing some stuff for this season. We're going to be building beds all the way around the outside of the greenhouse, leaving room to walk in. The heavy part's done. We had to take out, the previous owners of this house had built a table out of a pallet to grow stuff in, and they put it in the greenhouse, but it was in the way, so we needed to move it, and we put it in the barn, but I'm going to turn it into a chick brooder and put it in the chicken coop when I've got some more time. But for now it's in the barn back there. And it was a lot of work getting it there from the greenhouse and all this slushy snow. Okay. Dimensions of the greenhouse are 9 by 6 wide, and I think 13 and a half foot long. So we bought, but I don't want the raised beds to go all the way to the front because we've got those vents in the front. So we're just making 12-foot long beds, and then in the back here we've already got our 10-foot board cut down to 9. We just took a little bit off of it because we measured from stud to stud. So from stud to stud is 9 foot 6 inches. So the 10-foot board barely fit, but we shaved a little bit off of it and just kind of let it hang over into the studs. So Josh went to change his boots because he didn't have on he had on his good boots out here to work. So he went to change his boots, and I'm gonna finish. One of our boards broke. I don't know if you can see. So, but we're just using it for a backboard anyway, so it'll be all right. So I'm going to work on screwing that to the studs while he's in there changing his boots and making sure that it's level. Okay, now all we have to do is fill everything with dirt, and then I can start planting.